Hello, my friend. Yes, Dr. Hafiz, more than 30 years experience in the field of education as well as in the field of companies, national level as well as international companies. I have an experience in the field of education and I have written book. So being an author, being a manager, being a principal and professor, I did have a very good experience. I had traveled a lot throughout India, Assam to Mumbai, Jammu to Kerala. So all these states I traveled for the company's interest as well as for education purpose. Even I traveled abroad in Saudi Arabia and Africa. The poor continent, I had an experience very well, especially during my 2 years stay in Ethiopia. I had seen the lives from a closest point of view. So my viewers, my listeners, my dear ones, just I would like to request that the news, whatever QMU serving to you, is a very, very important for both the worlds. The world which we have to enter after our death, and we have to be resurrected once again to be standing up before our Supreme Intelligent Creator, the greatest intelligent creator, the noblest intelligent creator, sustainers, all seer, all knowers, all recorders, that the Arabic name Allah, and he has also 99 other names, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Kareem. So all these names, whatever we put up, for our Supreme Intelligent Creator, he understands well our intention. I would like to request that the news which had been sent, had been revealed within 22 to 23 years in Makkah and Medina, 1444 years before, to one of the last and latest messenger and most informative human and most spiritualized as well as most diplomatic, materialist and warring personality and educated person, that Prophet Muhammad. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he enlightened the peoples of Makkah and Medina, and who enlightened the whole world and established a rule which had been ruling thousands of years, and still now 57 Muslim nations, they are the followers of beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. 2 billion Muslims now are the followers of the world. The most intelligent human, that's Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We Indian Muslims, 250 to 300 million Muslims are the followers of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why? Because the enlightenment he received from our intelligent Supreme Creator, the news he had been given by our Supreme Intelligent Creator 1444 years before, still now its relevance is today in 21st century and in our time. It's relevant to all the universities of the nations, all the parliamentary bodies, all the political personalities, business personalities, scientific, technocratic personalities, and all those good cultural personalities, males or females, for both the sexes. This news mentioned in the Quran that's very important for all the human of today and tomorrow's in future. So, my respected viewers, we must be serious to understand the Quran and its many beautiful statement, yet its effective sentences, what's given our Creator. To make a peaceful, a progressive war. Yes, there might be possible some evil person, some dishonest person, some followers of Shaitan, Iblis, some followers of lusts, greedy personalities, greedy personnel, wrong persons, the followers of Shaitan, Iblis, devil, Asur, that they may disturb today and tomorrow. But the Supreme Intelligent Creator, He guided us, He enlightened us in such a way which we can't, imagine. It's an exclusive or an extraordinary statement given our, Supreme Intelligent Creator in the Quran. This Quran has 114 chapters. All these chapters are most relevant today. Our Muslim scholars of all the religious madrasas and religious institutions, they also must be enlightened from the modern perspective. So let's see today another surah, the Surah Al-Inshiqaq. Surah Al-Inshiqaq, the bursting open. It's one of the smallest chapter of the Quran. This 84th surah, it mentioned that when the sky bursts open, the sky what we see every time at night and in daytime, that sky is to be burst, is to be blasted. Can we imagine that this sky is to be scattered? It will be falling down upon us. It will be dangerously, scenery in the sky. So, this sentence is of futurology, but now today it's very important. Our scholars, our scientists, our engineers, our these experts of NASA, ISRO, and other astronomical institutes, they must come forward to understand this sentence in more better way so that our public can understand very well. Then another sentence, number 3, it says that when the earth flattens out, the earth on which we have been living, our houses are, resting, all these houses, offices, market on this flat earth. It looks like flat. But when we see from the moon, from International Space Station, then it looks round. It looks like oval shape. But when we see through our eyes, then we see it's a flat. But it's in a real sense, it's not flat. So, this information, the geographical information, this astronomical information, Department of Astronomy, Department of Geography, all those experts, students, scholars, professors should learn something from these two most effective sentences, which are still now relevant, although these sentences were sent by our Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala 1444 years before. And next here, again, what Allah said, that cast us all that is within it and becomes empty. This earth at the day of final day of judgment, the people who had been buried, who had been burned, who had been buried in the sea water, all those humans would come out. Would come out. The earth will throw them. Humans. This is still now, we can't believe, but it would be happened. That the earth will throw its burden and they will be stood up before the God, before the Supreme Intelligent Creator. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's also one of the most important information and very much warning information. It can warn us, and this statement, it may be futurology subject. I mean, our experts must understand and think. Again, our intelligent creator informing us, O man, having strive and heard towards your Lord, you shall meet him. मतलब इंसान, humans, they are to meet with intelligent creator. Another information, most important information, that humans, they would meet Allah in the day of final day of judgment. They would be judged. Can we imagine? The intelligent creator today, he is not in front of us. We can't see him. But he will be seen in the day of final day of judgment. So Allah saying in the sentence number 6, O man, having strive and heard towards your Lord, you shall meet him. He who is given his record in his right hand. Once again Allah informed us that humans, yesterday as we discussed, honest workers, believers, true believers, always positive thinker, good persons, who are not disturbing the balance of the world, who are not cheating, who are not hypocrisizing, who are not greedy. All those good persons will be given if they believe intelligent creator. Their records will be given in the right hand. I mean, their honest activities with the belief on the Supreme Creator. The record will be seen. They will be reading like a book. So this is another information, very important information given by Quran. And we know the Quran for the last 1444 years, it's unchanged. And it's challenging humans to produce even a small chapter, Surah Quraysh. Humans for the last 1444 years failed to produce even a single chapter of the Quran. Quran is challenging 7 billion humans. Everyone, it's challenging still now today. Produce a small surah. So why should we not take Quran seriously? That's a great concern. That should be thought seriously. Our scholars, our religious scholars, our science experts, our technocrats must think that how the record is being made, without seeing anything evidence in front of us. But we know today in the age of artificial intelligence, in the age of this technocratic means and ways, it can be possible, because we know very well that how this mobile, it's a non-living thing, but it's helping us to hear, even to sing our body seen in America, the voice and the physical existence, even saying to America, from India to America and America to India. So God is recording with the help of angels, and that the record is to be given in the right hand, so they would get heaven. And if the record is to be given in the left hand, they will be, if the record shall be given to him from behind his back, peaches, from behind his back, if left hand it will be received, then they are destroyed. They will be, thrown into the hell's fire, Jahannam. So both these sentences, the sentence of the earth when it will throw out, and the sentence in relating to the sky bursts, all these sentences, study of futurology. It's a study of science and technology. We should be serious. Even God informed us 1444 years before, which is still relevant, and we intellectuals are being enlightened even today in 21st centuries, and we are very much surprised and pleased that how this important information of God's. He never thought that he would have to return to God. Human generally, they don't want to meet with God. They don't want to be, standing before God. Because humans today, many billions of humans, they are on the wrong path. They are not following their righteousness. They are not following the path of honesty. Many millions and millions and billions of humans, of all those more than 200 nations, including our India, they are not following the path of righteousness. They are not understanding the sentences given in the Quran, which is the latest and the last revealed guidebook. No more religious guidebook will be sent in future. This is the last. And it is purified. It's not amalgamated like other religious books. The Quran must be understood by every human of every nation. That's why God again said that humans, they don't want to meet with God because they know that God will take accounts. They will be judged the right way. So humans fear. Even if humans have a hope, humans fear the fire punishment, they should follow the guidance of the Quran. I swear by the glow of sunsetting. Here scenery is brought here. Sunsetting scene, we know that how it comes to end. So every human being will face the death. Every human being will face the death. Maybe deathless medicine is under research, but that's not possible. That will be never success, in future. Because it's already fixed that everyone will face the death, except God. So God again informed us, I swear by the glow of sunset, by the night what it covers, and the moon when it grows full. The moon from day one till its full shape, it's giving us too much information. Especially God again informed us, and most important sentence here, you will progress from stage to stage. The sentence when it was saying to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we know very well that his condition in Makkah very much works. But when he reached to Medina, then the totally radical change took place, and the real progress, a true progressive society, taken place. That's why God gave Prophet Muhammad hope, and even he is giving hope to today's human who are struggling for the good, for the truth. Who are on the path of righteousness, path of truth, who are honestly trying to survive, fighting for the truth, for the justice, they will get success. Their progress will be surely and certainly will take place. So this sentence is most important even today. It's giving us hope. It's optimistic sentence. We must think very seriously. What is wrong with humans that they don't believe? God is surprising us that why humans don't believe? When the Quran is read to them, and we know the Quran, this Quran today, it can enlighten all those departments today, present in the Harvard universities, Oxford, Cambridge, and Calcutta, Delhi, JNU, all these Paris, Sorbonne universities, all these universities, whatever departments, and today's intellectuals, experts who are running the world, who are running the, nations, their governments. Every nation is running their government. All these experts, intellectuals, diplomats, they can learn from the Quran. So Quran It was the constitution in the time of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the constitution which allows every kind of faith to live together. We know the 700 years life of Spain, how Christian, Jews, even Muslim, they live together. Even in India, more than 700 years, Muslim emperor sultans, they ruled this country, India. Although we know very well that in India, Hindus, Muslims, they live together for a long, long time. And still now, we have been living together. We Muslims, 25 to 30 crore Muslim, we are living together with our Hindu brothers and sisters because our Quran is telling us that wherever we will be born, we should be peaceful, we should be always thinking of progress for everyone. We should try to benefit everyone. So our Quran is teaching 99.99% to be peaceful and to be progressive. That's the Quran most important, teaching to humanity, to humans. Because Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when he started receiving the message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he received this message among the non-Muslims. All these people of Makkah, non-Muslims, our like Hindu brothers in India. But when Makkah and Medina people, they embraced Islam, and one by one nation started embracing Islam, and as today's 57 Muslim nations, they embraced Islam. Majority, even Indonesia, a Hindu country, embraced Islam without fight. That's the contribution of the Quran. Whenever a person will be reading Quran from scientific viewpoint, from a positive viewpoint, from a humanitarian viewpoint, from a beneficial viewpoint, he or she will be learning. Because Quran is the ideas, knowledgeable ideas. It's a book of wisdom. Everlasting book of wisdom. Unchanged book of wisdom. Every time till the end of this world, it will be teaching every human, whatever his or her religion, caste or language, it is teaching neutral. It's teaching us that man should be neutral. Man should always think of positive, should think of benefits to the others. Whoever, whatever his or her religion and caste. That's why, we have to take very seriously this Quran. Even Quran informs us that who are bent on denying the truth, rejected, God is quite aware of. If someone is rejecting the true guidance of Quran, if someone is rejecting, God is the witness. God is taking records. God is recording. God is aware of this. It is being informed by this small surah. They are storing in their heart. Therefore, give them the news of a painful punishment. News of a painful punishment. All those dishonest person, falsehood person, wrong person, they will be punished in the day of judgment. It is the warning given by Quran, in the Quran, by God. So we should be aware of this, and we should try to understand each and every sentence of Quran. But for those who believe, do good works, who believe and to good work, for them there shall be never-ending reward. The Jannah, the heaven, it's a permanent abode for all those humans who will believe God and who will understand the Quran from the modern perspective. That's the good message, the message of happiness, the message of full blissing, whole blissful place, and pleasing environment will be given to the good workers, honest workers who have a belief on God. They will be rewarded, everlasting reward. That's also news is given in this small surah. I hope that this Quran is to be taken very seriously. It is to be understood each and every sentence. Today, I would like to give some information from the newspaper, some very important newspapers here. News, as QMU, we know very well that this news, the 21st century's news, we have to understand, even you know very well that this, Ananda Bajar Patrika, it's one of the famous newspaper in Calcutta, and it's giving us information that Professor Amartya saying that what Bharat is being created by this RSS BJP governments in the central as well as many states. What Bharat? This is India. Every religious people of every language, caste and culture, they developed, they made this India, today's India, as it was yesterday and it's today. Not BJP's India, Hinduism, that only Hindus, Hindu Rashtra. No, it wasn't given. This concept was not good for India. Professor Amartya Sen from his house, Pratichi Trust, one of our most respected Nobel awardee Indian, he had given wisdom saying to Indians, and many students, they are listening his this article. It's a very important article. Professor Amartya Sen, he's like a scholar brain, one of the greatest economists. His statement to be taken very seriously today, and we have to live together to make India superpower, to make India number one, and to make India progressive and peaceful. We Muslims also should come forward and to make our country advanced. That's goal should be. Here we can see Einstein and Oppenheimer both are thinking of atomic bombs, even thinking of nuclear powers and others, technocratic powers of atomic bomb. So here, the scientists, today's scientist, Kurian, Jacob Kurian, who was selected by Oppenheimer. That Mr. Jacob Kurian, he also, had been recruited by Oppenheimer. He is recalling. So, we know very well that the atom bomb, how much it might be destructive, as when Hiroshima and Nagasaki of Japan had been bombed, both the cities had been destroyed. Millions of humans had been killed just within 5 to 10 minutes. So no more third world war should take place. Our scientists must try, and our youth, billions of youth of every nation, the whole world, must come forward to stop the third world war. We must stop those mad rulers who always are thinking of war. No, the whole humanity need a peaceful world, a progressive world. You need peace in every nation, every country. And Russia and Ukraine war must be stopped immediately. Here, Mr. Kailas Vijayvargiya, your Mahasachiv, BJP General Secretary, he said that Jo Bharat Mata ke Sammak paper, it's published. Here, how dangerous this sentence statement said, Mr. Kailas Vijayvargiya, that if भारत माता के खिलाफ बोलेगा उसकी जान लेने से पीछे नहीं हटेंगे. मतलब if someone against this Bharat Mata slogan, then his life is to be taken. Is it democracy? Is it true democracy? Is it India we expected? Our Gandhiji expected? Mr. Kailas Vijayvargiya, you must be alert. You must know the Constitution. It's giving us rights. Yes, being a citizen of India, we should not take anything against our country, beloved country, India. But if you say that Bharat Mata ka khilaf and the concept of BJP, something like that, you are telling that, your followers are telling that if Yogi Modi, these two words are not pronounced, they will be fired, they will be shot dead. That is your Bharat Mata's idea? No, Mr. Vijay Varghese, this like statement, I don't think it's appropriate in the age of 21st century. Your statement would be more polished, otherwise don't say anything. Because we Muslims especially, we take it in another way, because what you are doing, what your party is doing in Manipur, the party is doing in Haryana, your party's followers are doing in Mumbai-Jaipur train, and in other parts of India, MP, Rajasthan, other parts, even, many hatredfulness that take place against Dalit. What do you mean by this? I hope that this type of a statement, you should not say, because this our country, India, every person living in India, they love India. No one is today against India. It's your wrong notion. We Muslims love India because we didn't see independence time, freedom time. We are born in independent India. So it's our equal rights on India as you have. You should think as a big brother. We are here, your younger brothers. We must be given our rights, and that's constitutional. That's democratic rights. Don't think that the Muslims are thinking against India, or other Christians, or other Dalits. Your Hindutva idea can't be acceptable in present India. You must change your Hindutva ideas that fast. That's the demand of 21st century's democratic India. So we hope that our politicians, they should be, aware whenever they are going to say something, to put up the statement before the newspaper, and the newspaper editors also are requested to, not to publish all those statements which can bring hatredfulness among the communities, and there can be a clash like in Manipur, like in, Haryana, all these, fiery situations are today. It's not healthy, it's very much dangerous, and it can't be, healthy sign for India. And I hope that editors, being educated, they must understand all this situation, and they should be aware of the, tense situation now today between Muslims and Hindus, Hindus and Christians. What's going on? That's not healthy sign. So our editors must have some polished brains, healthy brains. That's expectable. I hope so that this QMU news channel will be healthy and will help our Indian politicians and other person to understand every situation, and let's make India and the world peaceful and progressive. Today, this information, I hope so, we have to learn from Quran as well as 21st century's netizen. We have to learn also from the newspapers all this information so that we can make our brain balanced up. That's all. Thank you.